Welcome, everyone. Welcome into Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be doing the fire signs for the week of September 24th through September 30th. Guys, we did talk about the astrology last night, mostly, of course, the Aries full moon. This is going to be the last super moon, guys, of 2023. So make sure if you missed that astrology report that you check it out. You can find it on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel under the live tab. All right, so I'm just going to jump in with the readings tonight, guys. I feel like we're going to be really focused on chakras with this particular week or this particular full moon. So I pulled out the chakra love cards and we're going to do the collective with those. And then I'm actually going to use those for our guidance for the fire signs. Diana says, I watched it today. Thank you so much for helping with our watch time, Diana. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and timestamp. Ooh, look at that. 111 for the collective. How interesting. All right, I've also pulled the Divine Feminine Oracle out. We're going to use that for head, heart, higher self space. All right, let's start masculine energy first, please. The Passion card comes out. It says, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. It's definitely how we see things, right? How we're looking at it, our perspective of how we're looking at it. It definitely, like, sometimes we're looking at things that are challenging and we just see the challenge. But maybe there's something about like how it's going to make you wiser, stronger, more confident, something like that. And it's like you need to change the perspective, how you're seeing something. Sacral chakra is going to be your personal power. It's the chakra that is 2 inches below the belly button. I'm sorry, above the belly button. And it's definitely like where we hold all our personal power. Foundation comes out for feminine energy. It says foundation is what the castle of your soul is built on. Feminines, I feel like we are, I don't want to say rebuilding our foundation, but we have definitely taken everything down to the bottom, right? It's almost like we've built this house while we've been on this journey, this awakening. I don't know. It's like we've recently realized there was something wrong with the house. All right, that's going to be root chakra. Root chakra, the root of the problem. So something about your spiritual awakening was built on a strong foundation. But something about your spiritual awakening, you've had to readjust or realign. All right, let's look at bridging energy. All right, so we have third eye coming out. So this is going to be the brow chakra. Intuition. Intuition is the little tug that pulls towards your light. So both masculine and feminine energy, I'm getting like intuitive hits today. I definitely had some. Most likely feeling the other's energy. Confidence is on the bottom. It says, no one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. This one's been coming up a lot for me. So it's definitely this energy where we're kind of masculine and feminine energy is looking towards the other to do something, fix something, heal something, save something. And it's definitely this energy where we're realizing we're having to do something on our own. But again, I'm going to say, look how far we've come, right? So there's really no reason at this point why we can't do something on our own. All right, let's look at the passion card for the masculine energy. Nine of Wands comes out. Thank you, Spirit. Big confirmation. Wow, right? Nine of Wands says, look at it from a different perspective. Step away. It's like you built this fence. You're guarding something. And it's like you need to look at it from a different perspective. Page of Cups is here. Page of Cups can be a small offer, but it's also the energy of forgiveness. It's also the energy of needing to say you're sorry. And the Devil card is here. The Devil card is going to be strong Capricorn energy. First major arcana to come out. It is this energy of toxicity, unhealthy. Patrick, I love you so much. But it's energy of like being bound to something, tied to something. So when this card comes out, many times you see the two people, right? The two people bound at the devil's feet. I'm using Sandra's elemental wisdom that she gifted me, and there's only one. There's only one, and it's actually the female. Okay, so first I'm going to say we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, right? I always say your masculine energy is what makes you lock your doors at night, and your feminine energy is what makes you brush your hair, okay? We all have these energies. And it doesn't matter when you're on this type of spiritual awakening, whether you are a female or a male, right? I'm definitely learning that on this journey, when we start the awakening process, we're very dominantly, like females are very dominantly in their masculine energy. They're in the give type of energy, right? Trying to prove themselves type of energy. And it's like as you awaken, as you go through your spiritual awakening, feminines, it's like you step more into that divine feminine role. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to like it. And it's like you get to where you don't want to come out of it. And so the only way you can be in that energy is if you are in an environment where that energy is approved or accepted or supported or encouraged, right? Where you feel safe, right? So I think it's interesting that the Devil card comes out for masculine energy, because masculine energy could definitely be in this little bit more of a feminine, like wanting to receive something from the counterpart. But the Devil card just proves that like the other energy is not here. It doesn't show the two people bound. It only shows the one person bound. So masculine energy is like there's something that you are, it's like you're holding on to you're seeing something in a challenging way. And it's like if you could just look at it in a different perspective, if you could find the positive, it's like you could break free from this energy also. All right, let's look at the feminine energy, the foundation. So feminine, I got it really clear. It's like we built, we had this awakening, we built our foundation. And what did we build our foundation on, right? It's God, right? For me, it was like church. It was people started to be scared for me and they started to take me to church. Right? And I found God. God was there, right? So it's like that's the foundation. Now, what we built on top of that after that foundation itself, well, that's different for everyone. There's several different routes to reach God. Okay. I always say like some of us, it's our twin journey. Some of us experience like traumatic events, right? Some of us actually go searching for God. And so I always make like the joke that, some people like will take their shoes off and walk to Tibet and, from the other side of the world, of course, and, they'll starve themselves. They won't eat. They won't, give themselves anything. And it's like they're trying to deplete their body of completely everything so that they can feel and touch God, right? Like that's kind of the idea in you know, wrapped up Rosa theory. But so I feel like whatever for us, it's going to be the twin journey, right? Like the thing that awakened our soul and said, hey, you deserve better than this, like go get better than this, right? There's definitely something about that foundation, like that, well, that's the house that we built on our foundation. So it's like there's something about that that we're all starting to explore. And I have heard other readers talk about this too. And it's interesting because when I was listening to the other readers, I was thinking to myself in my own personal journey, like, no, that's not true. Like my house is still stands. Like I know what the house looks like. And it's like, no, that's, you know, I'd love to say that, but it's actually the opposite. I'm definitely what realigning, right? I think in the grand scheme of things, divine feminine, it's going to be understanding that the, you know, the purpose over person thing, right? You could have built your house based on the person instead of the purpose. And it's like now you're learning. My ears just started ringing. But it's like now you're learning. It's the purpose, right? It's the purpose. Anytime you start to feel like you're confused on this journey, just start to remind yourself it's the purpose. All right, so Eight of Wands comes out, the Tower comes out, and Knight of Cups comes out. All right, on the bottom is Justice. It is well, anytime we're talking about this specific journey, we always see the Justice card, right? There's definitely always an injustice that was done in some shape, way, form, or fashion. I do feel like it's a time how many of you guys are on this journey and you've been hearing about the 0 point, right? I've been talking about 0 point since I want to say like February or March. But it's like we've been learning about that, right? So I do feel like it's this energy of starting over. We're closing out. We keep talking about the 7-year cycle. We've closed that cycle out. It definitely was a karmic cycle. It's very possible the masculine is still stuck in that karmic energy, and really in a struggle at this point because we've moved on. We've went on into the next cycle, right? I feel like for feminine energy, you could have started your spiritual awakening, started your foundation with God, of course, right? And then built your house based on your twin journey. And it's like now you're realizing that maybe that house was supposed to be built based on purpose, right? Based on what your piece of this world is, what the piece that you give back. There's definitely something about that there. But I just want to say the Eight of Wands, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups, Divine Feminine, this says that someone brings you a message about how they feel. And this isn't just any feelings. This is Knight of Cups. This is um like love that's been hidden, love that's been misunderstood. It's an internal love, it's a spiritual love. I feel like the word love is kind of like too mushy to describe this energy. But the Tower moment, like I'm not worried about the Tower card because I definitely feel one, some strong Mars energy with the Tower card, Aries energy, of course. But it's like the shock or awe is going to be a surprise. Like you don't see it coming, you don't expect it because the house you built on a person or a different idea than the actual purpose, right? All right, Sandra, don't forget guys, we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, bridging energy. So we have Three of Pentacles coming out. Three of Pentacles is teamwork, but again, I picked Sandra's elemental wisdom. So three of coins. Normally, again, teamwork. It does show the man on top of the church, just like normal. But he's by himself. So he's actually not by himself. He's up there with God. But anyway, normally Three of Pentacles, like if we're looking at regular Rider Waite, it shows the people in the church, they're working together, and it says, you know, I respect your ideas. I understand what's going on. Let's get on with the show, right? But with the Three of Coins and Elemental Wisdom, it's like intuition was the bridging energy. So it's like, you know, both energies, masculine and feminine, know that there's something they're supposed to do by themselves. That's the worst part about this journey, right? Hi Pooja. It's like, I mean, really, like, it's, we start this journey, we awaken, we understand, oh, this happened for this reason, I met this person, this is what I'm supposed to do. And then we realize that, like, it's not about, like, see, everybody thinks the love is this happy couple, like the Lovers card, right? It's this happy fairy tale couple, and it's not. Those two people had a purpose. Those two people in the Lovers card, like, they had to go do their purpose, and they're doing it together. But are they together at all times? No, right? Then it would only take one, right? So yeah, pretty interesting. Three of Coins coming out. It's like, you know that you're working together, but you know that there's something you're supposed to do apart. Four of Swords is here. Most likely that's what is supposed to be done apart. Four of Swords is healing, resting. It's also the like pause and reflect card. This is the time where you really need, I feel like for me personally, I'm really having a struggle on where to put my energy, where to focus my energy. It's, and also too, like, how to protect my energy. That's been coming up a lot for me too. So it's like, that may be coming up for you guys too, like where you're seeing spirit show you these different signs about like how important it is that we protect our energy, and maybe even showing you like who uses your energy around you, right, in certain ways. But definitely like a period of healing, a period of pause. It's redirection. That's what it was for me last week. Remember, it was redirection. It was like the swords were turned around. It was like we were headed in this direction for a really long time, and something has redirected us. Most likely spirit, right? And most likely in the alignment process, and most likely because we had to close out an old chapter. I know I feel like we're all struggling with that, but it's, again, it's because we're rebuilding almost. It's like we don't, like, we're starting new, right? The star is here, and it's big confirmation because the star is about everything that's new. It's bright hope for the future, new things coming in. It's also purification and cleansing. And I think that's what's happening. Most likely, you're removing any energies that aren't in your soul tribe, right? Like if it's not, um, you know, your soul family, then it's like they are just kind of falling away. I don't feel like we're actually going, hey, get out. It's just like things aren't aligning and it's not working out. So it's like those energies are falling away. On the bottom is the Death card, so Scorpio coming out strongly. Aquarius also with the star coming out strongly. The Death card, massive transformation. So there is a big transformation happening. I do feel like it has something to do with all these supermoons that we've had back to back to back. Of course, the portal energies that we've also experienced. But what is happening is we're all getting like confirmation that that chapter is over. All right, so Divine Feminine Oracle. I know I said head, heart, higher self, but Spirit tells me that we're just going to pull guidance. We're just going to pull guidance. Intuition, the little tug that pulls you towards your light. All right, so the card that flew out, Mary Magdalene. How many of you guys have heard about Mary Magdalene or heard the name Mary Magdalene, or anything about Mary Magdalene just in the last, let's say 3 days, right? Let me know, guys, because I'm telling you, it's happening to all of us, all of us. All right, so this is the apostle to the apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. Did you hear that part? I'm the bridge between heaven and earth. Something told me to read the bridging energy over. Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. I am fully human and fully divine. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up and we will start with the fire signs, Aries first. Thank you, Diana, for posting our schedule. Monday, fire signs. Tuesday, water signs. Wednesday, earth signs. And then Thursday, air signs. And I think we are going to stick with the 8 p.m. Central Time. It's clearly the better one, right? All right, so remember, guys, we're always a little ahead. So we're looking at the week of the 24th through the 30th. So this is the coming week. And then, of course, we're tapping into this Aries super moon energy. So that's going to be at the end of the coming week. So we're looking at a little over 10, 11 days out, right? So definitely a good head start on the coming energies. But I was told we're going to use Queen of the Moon for our energy of the week. I did that before we started, but I just had to do it again. I don't know. Interesting for sure, though. All right. Let me grab water. And then let's wait for it. 2222 for Aries. I'm loving the number synchronicities. All right, so Aries, this is going to be for September 24th through September 30th. You do have the Aries supermoon on the 29th. Let's see, what is the energy of the week for Aries, please? All right, so we have assessing. Wow, Aries, that kind of came out for Divine Feminine. It's like going back to the foundation. The assessing card is number 9. So I'm getting like closing out old chapters. And it's definitely this energy like, how the bleep did I get here? It's supposed to be look how far you come, but I definitely picked up that Aries, how the bleep did I get here? The fear card, it's number 11 is here. 11 is giving me twin flame energy. The fear card says that you're worried about something. This could be about anxiety, but Spirit's always showing me here like you're highly, highly protected. And I think people are starting to notice that, right? All right, let's do Energy Oracle next. All right, let's see. What is the challenge or obstacle for Aries? Patience comes out. Well, that's super easy. What Aries do you know that has any patience, right? We don't. I'm the Aries, right? We have no patience. It's number 16. Interesting to me. I am seeing the 7. On this specific journey, we did just close out that 7-year cycle. Everyone was calling it a karmic cycle for sure. So there's something about like divine timing, being patient. You're needing to wait for something, Aries, and it's like you're tired of waiting. I can almost sense your frustration with the waiting. And again, remember, we talked about the astrology last night, and there's definitely going to be some frustration with this Aries full moon. So I feel like there's going to be a need here. One, spend some time assessing the situation before you like react. Don't react, Aries, respond. But it's like there's this energy of like if you just wait a little bit longer. Fifth chakra is here. Fifth chakra, this is going to be lesson learned. So fifth chakra is your throat chakra. I feel like you guys are going to be hearing a lot about your chakras as we go through this super moon energy, this Aries super moon. This particular full moon is the transits, the different aspects that are happening. It's like you're going to hear about the chakras because we're kind of all aligning. I find it a coincidence that my Kundalini happens at the same time, right when these full moons, these super moons came back to back to back. I mean, absolutely not, right? One, there's no such thing as coincidence, but it's like we're definitely cleansing out the chakras, balancing them, aligning them. And let me tell you, I can definitely tell a difference now. Could I tell you like what my blockage was? No, probably not. But I can definitely tell that something is aligned more. Something is cleansed out. Stagnant energy is gone, right? A lot of the fear, I think, is gone as the chakras align. You feel just more powerful, more like empowered, right? But fifth chakra is that that someone has something to say, Aries. This could be you, but I think it's actually someone around you. I think that's what you're having a hard time being patient with. It's like you're waiting for them to say something. Attachment is going to be the outcome. I do feel like there is a detachment energy here happening. I don't have any of them in reverse, but look at that. Walking away is on the bottom. I do feel like there's this energy of someone doesn't want to take their mask off, Aries, but you do, and you're ready. You most likely already have. I do see the post. So with the attachment card in the energy oracle, I don't know how long I've had this energy oracle, probably like 2 years, maybe. But it's like this energy of you. Oh, I'm gonna pull some triggers. Ready? Um, the post and the chain are like concreted into the ground. Okay. Um, I didn't notice that post and that chain in this picture for probably the first year that I had this oracle deck, right? And don't ask me why. I just didn't. It's like I wasn't allowed to see it. But now I am allowed to see it. And I do feel a lot of times, especially here in our own collective energy, we struggle with the cutting of the cords, right? We struggle with that. Several of you guys reach out to me all the time, whether it's on Facebook or through Etsy, and you'll tell me that you paid for a service where you tried to break free from something. You tried to and it doesn't matter, feminine or masculines do this too. I just want you to know. Masculines think that the feminines are witches, and feminines think that masculines are like, the devil. And not, I'm just really, just, I'm sorry, my opinion, but it just seems like the majority opinion is that way, right? And neither of those are true, okay? The feminine didn't witchy anything, and the masculine didn't like power up anything. It's just the journey that we're on. But here's what I'm going to say, and I say it all the time. If this was a cord that could be cut like every other cord that you have with other people in your life that you experience, think about those people. Think about those people that you just turn around and you walk away and you never talk to them or experience their energy ever again. You're all going to be able to think of people that's happened to. You're probably going to think of multiple people that's happened to. But when you're on this specific journey, this one, it doesn't happen. And that's one of the reasons that we are so close. That's one of the reasons that spirit said, hey, y'all are a tribe, and look at us 3 years later. It's because we understand something that most people don't, right? It's because we understand that we can't break away from something no matter how hard we try, right? So what happens when we realize we can't do that? We start working with the energy instead of against the energy, right? There is this energy of breaking free from something, Aries, but there is also this energy of like a knowing. All right, so I'm going to pull Gilded Tarot out. All right, so I'm just gonna say it because I hear it, but I keep hearing Debbie Downer. So it's very possible that for some of you Aries out there, this is completely swapped, and it's like the person finally takes the mask off, right? But I don't know, I just don't see it. And the reason I say that is just there's so much gray in that card. There could have been so many other cards that came out if that's the message that Spirit was trying to give me. 3033 I just seen across the screen. But I mean, it's very possible. One, two of you out there, it's like someone decides, okay, I'm ready to take my mask off too. But for the most part, it's like someone chooses to keep it on. And that's why this patience, this divine timing challenge is here. All right, so we have the Sun coming out for patience, and we have 10 of Cups coming out, and the 9 of Wands. You're trying to control something, happiness, or it's like you're trying to find happiness. You've been trying to look for it for a long time. 9 of Wands coming out again. This is kind of like what we've seen for the masculine energy, where it was like this energy of you've been doing this for a long time and you think that you're doing it for this reason, but you need to kind of like step back and look at what you've built so far and decide if that's what you want to continue building on, right? Aries, fifth chakra is going to be lesson learned. So we have the Devil card coming back out, Capricorn energy. We have 5 of Cups coming out and 10 of Swords coming out. The Devil energy could be dealing with the Capricorn, definitely Aries. For most of you, that's going to be the situation. For some of you, this is going to be about an unhealthy situation, unhealthy relationship that you had to let go of. 5 of Cups is loss, grief, sadness, right? And then 10 of Swords is completion. But I just want to say 10 of Swords is completion to a painful life cycle. So regardless of whether this is a person, and that's what you need to say, like that's what needs to be spoken, or whether this is like something that's unhealthy that you're bound and tied to, Aries. It's like 10 of Swords says there's no more room for any more swords. This is the time when you have to bring something to an end, wrap something up, close something out. If you don't do that, Aries, I keep hearing myself in my own journey, my own personal guidance from Spirit is telling me that if I can't do that, it's like I'm blocking my own doorway. We can't receive new energy if we're not willing to release old stagnant energy, right? All right, let's look at attachment. Aries, for some of you, you're detaching. It's like you're detaching from the thing that refuses to detach. All right, so Page of Swords comes out, and I am using the Gilded Tarot, so it is the creepy stalker guy, right? Page of Swords is the energy that says, I'm not ready to say something. I'm watching. I'm trying to learn, but it's like I'm not ready to communicate, or I don't know what to say. Definitely could be I don't know what to say. Page of Cups comes out, Aries. There's a lot of page energy here. Pages are not necessarily, well, no tarot card is bad. But it's like the moon. Oh, look at that. How interesting. It's an illusion. Ooh, and then the 3 of Pentacles, another illusion. All right, so the page energy, they're students, they're young, they're not at their ever at their fullest potential. They want to learn, right? That's the idea. It's like I'm going to go off, I'm going to study, and I'm going to take in all this information, I'm going to become better. That is the idea. But there's so much fear. Think about like how you feel on a first day of a new job somewhere and you don't know anyone, and you're like, man, at my old job I knew everyone, I was super confident, I was the guy everyone comes to talk to. I make all the jokes at the water cooler. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like now you start a new job and like no one knows you. And like now you don't have anyone to talk to. And like now it's definitely different. You're having to learn the whole situation all over, Aries. I feel like You're scared to talk to someone about how you feel. But what's interesting is it could be how you feel about what they're doing also. But it's an illusion. You're not the student. You're not the student anymore, Aries. You've been learning this stuff. And here's how you're going to move from the student to the knight. Here's how you go from pages to knights, because that's the next step up, right? The knights, the courageous messengers. How you do that is you find that courage. You gain the courage. All the knights, the whole point is that when you're in your page energy, you're learning, you're new, you don't have confidence in yourself. And Spirit's telling me, Aries, you're not the student anymore. You're not the student. Now, whether you're the knight or whether you're the queen or the king, or I don't know who you are, but it's like the illusion is that you don't know how to do something, but you do. And I think what it is going to be the detachment. I picked it up from the very beginning of the reading, Aries. Almost to like the assessing card. For some of you, Aries, it could be, why am I still here? That could definitely be for some of you. Three of Pentacles. The reason is because, again, this is the second card. Remember, Rider Waite, Three of Pentacles shows the three people in the church working together, right? So we used Sandra's that she gifted me, the elemental wisdom, and it shows the one person on the roof of the church, right? And it's like he knows God's there with him and he knows that he's not alone, but there's no other people there. So it's like he was counting on someone to help him do something. And it's like between him and God, and that's it. There's no one else, right? Okay, so Three of Pentacles and the Gilded Tarot, Aries, it's going to be the same thing. Three of Pentacles by himself. So it's like, yes, there's a lot of work to be done. Yes, Spirit has your back. Yes, the universe has your back. But you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to detach from something. And the idea that you can't or you don't know how is an illusion. It's going to be the fear, Aries. The fear is what's keeping you back. All right, so let's pull guidance from the chakra love cards. And then I'm going to have to go grab the Moonology Oracle because I totally forgot them. I know, right? 3 years later, we've been closing these out with the Moonology Oracle. I forget them sometimes. So you got it, Diana? Do you need me to go to the Facebook and do anything? Let me know. All right, so grounding comes out, Aries. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'm getting in trouble. Okay, so grounding comes out. Grounding is really important. It says, sink your roots deep, connect them to the heart of the earth. Guys, it's important that that you ground yourself. But it's also important that, okay, like, have mercy. Okay, so example today, I went fishing with my son, again, right? Because we went yesterday and we had so much fun. We went again today. I think he got 5 today, guys. He's on a roll. But anyway, I got one more. But anyway, sorry. I noticed that when I was trying to ground myself, right, I was sitting on this rock. I'm right next to the lake. And I noticed that there's something different when we have our shoes on, right? There was a different feeling, like going through my body when I let my feet touch the ground or the rocks or whatever it is, instead of having like my shoes on touching the ground. So there's definitely this energy of like our bodies physically making contact with nature, with trees, grass, the dirt, rocks, whatever it is, right? It was that type of energy. I feel like that's what's happening here, Aries. Grounding is going to be really, really important. Chakra balance is going to be on the bottom. It says all things work best in conjunction with all things. Okay, let me go get it off real quick. All right, let me grab Moonology Oracle. I got it, Diana. I wasn't sure either, honestly. All right, Aries, we're going to close it out with the Moonology. Oh, I want to read you. Red jasper and root chakra. Red jasper. So grab you a piece of red jasper, Aries, and carry it in your pocket. Sandra, I'm going to message you after the live with a few pictures. I'm going to need you to tell me which one is the red jasper. Dang it, I went to Google Translate. I wasn't sure. I seen the one word I kind of could make out, but I wasn't sure. All right, Aries, this is going to be for your thoughts and emotions. Aries, it's the super moon. It's the, what is it? Third super moon in a row, fourth one of the year. It's Aries. I mean, come on. Aries are so freaking emotional, right? And I'm not picking on the Aries. I'm the Aries. I have everything in Aries, but yeah, it's going to be an emotional moon. You're going to be in your thoughts. It's going to be one of those moons. I was just saying last night in the astrology report, I was like, this is the full moon that, you know how you always have a story, a full moon story, like this crazy thing happened on this full moon. This is the one for 2023, right? Take time to breathe out. It is going to feel, Aries. I feel like you're going to like that energy though, because we want to go, go, go. But I feel like we're going to feel like there could be like a lot on our plate. There's a lot for us to do. Again, that could also be an illusion, but it's like, make sure you're taking time, one, to ground yourself, two, meditate. Guys, meditate. We've all been talking about how hard it is for us to meditate here at PLR, right? We can't sit still long enough. Guys, there's been so many different like little things that I've come across about meditation just this last week. If spirit hasn't proven to me that meditation is just prayer this week, then I would just be, you know, I don't know, I just wouldn't be telling you truths, right? Because I feel like all week, all last week and this weekend, I kept hearing it everywhere I turned around, about people in prayer and meditation. Spirit Spencer is coming down the hall to say hi to us. But it's like Spirit was trying to get this message to me. We pray all the time, guys, all the time. You don't have to, like, I know church tells us to do things a certain way. And I'm not knocking anybody's belief system. We all have our own stuff, whatever. But it's like, it doesn't have to be a certain way. Like, I think some of us think that if we're not like kneeling by our bed with our hands held together, then it's not working. Or I think here lately I've gotten really excited, just me, Rosa, like not Spirit telling me, but like sometimes I just go off like on a little whatever, right? Like I am right now. But it's like I'm learning about mantras. I feel like I said that wrong. The little hand gestures, right? And I find them so soothing and calming, that alone helps me meditate. But it's like I don't have to. I was doing this journey before I learned that stuff. Do you understand? Like spirit, I always say like I don't know why spirit dumped all this stuff in my lap. Um like that's how it works. When you awaken, that's what happens. And then you have to sit down with that stuff that spirit dumps in your lap and you have to process and figure it out and work with that energy, right? So it's like, yeah, make sure that as you're going through all this energy, one, don't be hard on yourselves. Take time to just breathe, meditate, just be in a quiet room where you don't have your phone on, you know, watching TikTok videos, and just talk to God. You know what I mean? That's meditation. That's it. Like Sandra says, it can be prayers, music. Oh my gosh, music. Yes, that's meditation, right? Walks in nature, absolutely. All right, you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. I've been feeling this, Aries, like there's this energy of something is definitely close, and it's like something good. But I feel like it's possible that either like you've been waiting so long for it, Aries, the patience card, that like you don't see it coming, right? You don't I don't know. It's like you may think like it's been too long, it's not going to, something like that. Confidence is your key to success. It's going to be new moon in Leo. All right, Aries, that's it. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, please tap that like button for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly and we'll move on to Leo. Miss Tina has this little jar in here in her office that says Tim on it. So it definitely made me think about Tim. We should probably call and check on him. But I want to say I did a couple of days ago. Masculine energy is all over the world, definitely dealing with some heavy emotional blockages, right? And I think for some of them, it's like it's coming out in health situations. Very, very similar, right, to what happens to feminine energy, I would say. The abundance card flew out, Leo. All right, Leo, let's timestamp 4737 because I waited for it. All right, this is going to be for the week of September 24th through September 30th. We did talk about the astrology already in last night's live. You can find that information over on, that video over on my Facebook or my YouTube channel. All right, so I'm going to start out with Queen of the Moon, and I'm looking for the energy of the week for Leo, September 24th through September 30th. Somebody could have just said this, but I heard it. It's like I heard it like it's getting real, or things just got real, or something like that. But it very much could have just been a Leo that's been waiting for the Leo reading. All right, 2 cards comes out. Fear and blossoming. You're scared of new things. What? Number 33. So 33 is my favorite number. So anytime 33 comes out in an oracle, it's like that's my favorite card, right? Blossoming is the flower moon card. This card has a lot of synchronicities for me personally on this journey. When I first started PLR, we recorded videos and we uploaded them, right? I made all 12 signs almost for like a year. It was insanity. But anyway, the song that I played in the intro was the Flower Moon song, and it's the song that comes on the app. It was just one of the free ones that was on the app that I was using to edit my videos. And it was definitely at a time when everything was new. I didn't know how to use none of the app. I didn't know where to find more music. I didn't know none of the things. But the blossoming card represents, it's just like a flower. When a flower is blooming, it blossoms, it opens up, and it's open to all the new things, right? It's like this is the energy of all this new energy coming towards you. This could be new opportunities for some of you, Leo. I heard the word opportunities, but you're fearful of something. Some of you, I feel like you're fearful that you're not going to get it, or that you're going to miss something, something like that. And Spirit's just saying, like, Leo, you can't, what's meant to be yours cannot pass you. And I feel like some of you are hearing me say that, and you are like, but this thing passed me, or this thing passed me, and I wanted this thing, or this person, or this job, or this whatever. It wasn't meant for you because there's something better. And honestly, I mean, I know that sometimes things can sound kind of generic like that, but if you just look back at every time you were in this energy where you were scared of the thing, right? Or you were scared that you were going to miss something, or you did miss it, and then something else came along, it was better, right? It was better. And you always go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that first thing didn't happen again, whether it's people or places or jobs or whatever, right? It's like you're so glad that first thing didn't go through because this was so much better. This is that energy. On the bottom is the path. It's number 8, Leo. How interesting. 8. So I actually learned about the number 8 a lot today. Mostly I was learning about the infinity, but it's also abundance. It's also abundance. And didn't we see the abundance card right before when I was shuffling for Leo? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. All right. So energy oracle. Whatever's coming, Leo, you're ready. You're prepared. I also heard that phrase right before I was getting ready for the live. Um, Spirit doesn't give us something that we can't handle. You're ready. And the numbers synchronicities. 11 and 33, 1133. Leo, you're seeing number synchronicities everywhere. I just want you to know that just the universe is trying to show you. It's like you're aligning. You're calling it in, right? Whoa. The garden and the gate comes out. Literally flew at me. It's number 30. So the garden and the gate is actually one of my favorite cards in the energy oracle. It tells this beautiful story about this woman, and she's in her garden. She has a locked gate, and she stays inside. 11 people. Beautiful. So yeah, the number synchronicities are big, right, Leo? But she stays in her garden where she's has all these beautiful flowers and plants, and they're flourishing, and she's very happy, and she feels safe there. That's the whole idea. The gate is locked. No one can reach her. No one can access her, right? And she doesn't leave either because, again, she feels very safe in there. And it talks about how she's wearing a key. The key is the necklace that she's wearing, and she can open that gate at any moment, but she chooses to stay inside, Leo. So what's outside the gate? Look, it's like rolling hills, rolling meadows. It's expansion, it's growth, it's abundance, it's more, it's big, right? And I think that's what's scaring you, Leo. It's like bigger than what your comfort zone is used to. All right, so door to personal healing and happiness comes out for lesson learned to help you with your challenge or obstacle. And door to personal healing and happiness, this is the card that I always say, like, there's something blocking your doorway. This isn't lesson learned, so I don't think there's anything blocking your doorway. It's also number 34, which again brings the 7. So the 7s has been coming up since we did the collective energy at the very beginning. Again, that's very powerful in this specific journey, the 7-year cycle, right? So I do feel like there isn't anything blocking your doorway, Leo. You've already removed that obstacle. The only thing that's blocking the doorway is your fear of going through that door. right, so outcome, look at that, big confirmation. Leo on the twin flame journey. Rest and rejuvenation comes out. So rest and rejuvenation, very much like the Four of Swords, very much like the pause and reflect, redirect your energy card, right? Go within. Go within. This is the week where you are going to sense with this specific full moon. Remember, Aries, all about passion and purpose, okay? I get it honestly, guys, I swear. But it's like this full moon is going to drive you towards that. And for some of you Leos, I want to say that you may not know what that is. And that alone can be scary. But I think for most of you Leos, you do know what that is. And that's why you're scared. Because again, it's bigger than what your comfort zone is used to. It's bigger than what, it's like a bigger stage, a bigger audience, a bigger something. The journey card also comes out. I do feel like things are fixing to change for you, and Spirit's saying take this week to really go within, prepare yourselves for these changes. It's like something goes in a new direction here, but I feel like it's a big confirmation that you're on this journey. The thinking man is on the bottom. It's number 46. All right, let's see why you have fear of this new thing that you already know is coming in. King of Pentacles, because you have to take responsibility. Is it money, Leo? Is it money? I feel like for most of us, PLR, we were on the twin journey. We were awakened. We were so focused on finding a soulmate, right? And it's like now we're realigning with purpose, which of course is aligning us with the pentacles, right? Because our purpose has worth, right? But when that happens, it's like we have a new responsibility. So for example, let's say when you're poor, you probably don't have a lot of bills. If you're poor, you don't live anywhere, right? So you don't pay rent. Well, I mean, I guess you live somewhere, but you probably live with someone, right? You probably don't have an electric bill. Let's say you don't have a car, so you don't have to pay gas. You see what I'm saying? But let's say, I don't know, now you get a better job. Now you start making more money. Now you have to start paying rent. Now you have to start paying your electric. Now you have to start putting gas in that car that you just bought. You see what I'm trying to say? It's that energy. It's like Leo, it's like you know that if you step up in this way, you're going to have more responsibility, more duties. People are going to look at you. That's what it is, Leo. People are going to look to you to do something for them. Five of Cups comes out. Five of Cups is loss, grief. You're stuck in something where it didn't work out before, and it's this energy of it may not work out again. And that could be keeping you from being able to either communicate what you want or see clearly what is coming your way. All right, let's look at the garden and the gate. So I feel like you don't see it clearly, and that's why you're keeping yourself in this safe environment. It's like, I can't leave my comfort zone. This is what I know. This is where I want to stay. So the Tower comes out. Again, Aries energy. Knight of Wands comes out. More Aries energy. Knight of Wands could be your Leo energy, but it's passion, drive, courage. And Justice comes out. Wow. Have freaking mercy. Leo, you have a big purpose. You have something that you're supposed to be doing, right? You have some sort of injustice that you're supposed to be making right. I don't know what this is about, Leo. This could be a job. Like, let's say I'm talking to a Leo who is a teacher of I don't know, people that need more assistance, right? It's like you're rooting for the underdog. It's like you're trying to help the people that like everyone counts out and says, like they can't win. It's not them. It can't be the one. It's that energy. And that's powerful. For some of you Leos, oh, I've been thinking about her a lot lately too. I need to reach out to her. But I know a Leo that's also on this journey, and she's a powerful leader and definitely lighting the way for other twins, right? So it definitely could be something like that. It's like where you're supposed to shine your light to help others on a journey that is, it's whatever it is, whatever the group or the majority or minority of the group of people is. It's like it's a minority. It's like there's less of them. It's like there's not enough of them, so you want to help and support and encourage. But it's like something about that is taking a lot of courage. And I feel like, I don't think, again, the tower is not going to be like a bad, like, oh, something, you have a tower moment. This isn't backsliding, nothing like that. It's this Aries super moon is what it is. It's like it gives you the confidence, right? The courage, with passion and drive to bring justice, right? All right, door to personal healing and happiness. You have Page of Pentacles coming out. You're learning. So this is a lesson. You already know how, you already started the journey with the Pentacles. Like you already have started to be responsible. You've already started to see your own worth. The masculine, the peacock is definitely sticking out to me. Um, so yeah, it's like you've already started to see that. You're here. This is what's happening this week. So you've been in the Page of Pentacles energy. But Leo, this is King of Pentacles energy week. So door to personal healing and happiness is like you wanted to stay in that page energy. That's interesting. That happened to Aries too. Did you guys catch that? Where it was like, we've already learned. We've been learning. It's time to implement. That's the word. It's time to implement. The moon comes out. I am seeing the 11. You have so many numbers, synchronicities, Cancer, Pisces energy, but I think again, fear. So 7 of Swords, disbelief, fear. Um, okay, so Leo, are you still at this point? Okay, because you're on this journey and you've been here for a minute. So it's like, are you still having disbelief about the journey that you're on? Like, are you still questioning whether you had this encounter, or you experienced the experiences that you experienced, and that, oh, I know what it is. Again, it's like the collective reading. It's like the foundation. You're reaffirming your foundation, but you may definitely be questioning the house that you built on that foundation. And I feel like for this Leo, it's like you have fear. And I heard the phrase, how's it go? The eggs in the basket. You know what I'm talking about? Like where you put all your come on, Rosa, eggs in one basket. It's like that energy. It's like you have fear. You have fear you put it in the wrong basket. But again, I'm going to ask you, Leo, like how many confirmations about your journey have you received since you started this journey? How many more confirmations do you feel like you would need before you fully believed that you're on this journey? I feel like this is the week Spirit's going to give it to you. I'm just saying, look at all the number synchronicities, the moon, the 11, the journey card itself. All right, 10 of Pentacles comes out for the outcome, accomplishments, goals, achievements. This is that finding the treasure, finding the hidden treasure, right? Temperance comes out, healing energy. And then, of course, 2 of Wands comes out. This is travel, movement. Okay, so here's what Spirit's saying. Leo, it's like when, it's funny because I heard like when we first met, um, but it's like, Leo, when you first started talking to Spirit, you had just went through this encounter. You had just experienced this person who awakened you, right? Who then you split away from, and you were like, what the bleep? Why is this happening? What's going on? and it was happening so you could heal, right? Like that's the goal of the whole journey. So you can heal, shine your light. And I felt that from the very beginning. Like you had something to show people, teach people, help people, something. But it's like, and I want to say two of pentacles can definitely, I'm sorry, two of wands can definitely be expectations and can definitely say that you're needing to travel. But it's like, I think it's movement. It's movement because you've been so kind of like on a certain path with a certain person on a certain energy like wave, and it's like all of us, we're all, I bet you it's going to happen for Sagittarius too. It's like we're all having to go down to the foundation that we built our spiritual awakening on, and we're re-questioning that journey. Is that the path we want? Is that what we want to continue on, right? I feel like two expectations and three of wands. So you could have had some high expectations that this particular journey was going to bring you that brighter future, that great future. I just want to say this is gilded tarot. So this isn't Rider Waite where those ships where it says your ships are coming in. They're not like way out in that desert orangey ocean with those little black dots out there. This is the gilded tarot. He's actually standing on this pier and the ships are coming in. Like it's the water is splashing on his cloak. So it's like they're here. Something's here. It's here. And I feel like too, you may be getting to ready to like receive confirmation or like the most confirmation you've received before. And that could be scaring you too, Leo, because maybe you're not with this person anymore, or maybe you never were. I don't know. But it's like maybe, and it may not even be a person. This can definitely be a whole different type of experience. But I feel like I'm talking to someone clearly on the twin journey. And it's like you're having to reconfirm that, yeah, that person, yeah, there was something about that. Yeah, there's something you're going to continue to do from here on out. For some of you, it was like you could have been trying to get away from that situation. All right, let's do guidance. All right. So two come out. The strength card, that's Leo everywhere, right? Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. Go to the root of the problem. I'm also hearing Leo. Ooh. Your roots. Your roots. I've been talking about that a lot. So I'm on this specific spiritual awakening journey. And I know that now everybody's awakening, and oh my God, people talk about twins left and right everywhere, and everyone thinks they're a twin now. Not all of you guys are twins. Some of you are on a spiritual awakening journey. It could be similar to this journey, but it's not the same. I feel like for a lot of us going through spiritual awakening at this time, our parents are being brought up, right? It's like for me, I definitely had some blockages or issues, Leo, with my mom, and well, I guess with both my parents. And so as I started going through my spiritual awakening and realizing like what happened, why I had this awakening, and realized that this could be like a family lineage situation, like where it's been going on from one generation to the other, right? And I could go back and like study my mom's life and see where she also had this twin journey and she chose the person, right? Instead of purpose. I think I want to say later in life, she chose purpose. But I think at that point, I don't know if it's like misalignment or if it's like she just was so strong-willed that she detoured so far, that I feel like she never reached like what I want to reach, right? I feel like most of you Leos this is gonna be about family. This is gonna be about like going back to either your own dads, your own moms,
their moms, their dads. Like, this is going to be trauma that's been going from one to the other. This could have a blockage with money. So it's like you could come from a poor family, and it's like you could come from parents that are like, oh, I'm poor, we're always going to be poor. Maybe they told you, you know, like, life's hard, you're not ever going to have anything, this is the way you got to do it. And it's like, that's the cycle you're breaking, Leo. That's what you're getting out of. It's like the whole, I can't have something, I have to stay in my safe zone, where I know what to do with my little dollars, right? It's like, I can't add to this because then things get too crazy and I have too much responsibility. Intuition comes back out. This came out for collective energy, Leo. So you already know. I told you, you already know that this blossoming, this abundance, this thing is already here. And you know it because you chose the twin journey, because you chose to look at why something happened to you and then start working with that energy instead of like against it, going, oh no, that didn't happen to me. Let me sweep that under the rug and ignore it forever and ever and ever, and then cry because life is hard, right? No, you ripped the rug up, you looked at it and was like, oh shit, this happened, and this is what I'm supposed to do now, right? Intuition is the little tug that pulls you towards your light. I love that. All right, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle for Leo. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's full moon in Taurus, and there's definitely something about dreaming, dreams. A new romantic cycle begins. It's new moon in Libra. I do start Libra season, guys, on the 23rd. Look at that. The confirmations. Don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node. And look at this one. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So remember, guys, we're looking at the week of the 24th through the 30th. So Leo, the Aries full moon comes in on the 29th. This is a very passionate full moon. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Leo. I hope that is helpful. If it was, please tap that like button for me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and then we will move on to Sagittarius. Diana, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's probably what I was trying to say. Water, water, water. Don't forget, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night with the water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Astrology already out. I'm probably going to wrap it up. I don't know. Maybe we'll offer some chakra balance at the end of the fire signs. Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's do Sagittarius. Let's do 113:33 because I waited for it. 113:33. I like all those threes, Sagittarius. This is going to be September 24th through September 30th. We do have the Aries full moon on September 29th. It is the last super moon, guys, of 2023. Super moon means that, okay, remember, full moons mean that the moon is closest to the earth. Super moons means it's even closer, right? Pooja says, Rosa, may I have a guidance card from the Sacred Traveler? Absolutely, Pooja. Just remind me at the end. All right, Sagittarius, Queen of the Moon. Let's do energy of the week for Sagittarius, please. Love it. Number 44, attraction, super moon card. You are going to manifest with this Aries full moon. Guys, we're all manifesting with this Aries full moon, but Sagittarius, there's 11 people. I'm seeing 1444 across the screen. You got number 44. We time stamped it at 11333. I'm just saying, like, the number synchronicities for the fire signs throughout the whole thing, right, has been insane. My ears are on fire again. Abundance again. Fire signs definitely been in manifestation period, and definitely using this very powerful Aries full moon, super moon, to manifest big things, right? All right, Sagittarius, let's see what it is that you are drawing in. So I'm using Energy Oracle. I do feel like I see you sitting, like you've been doing this for quite some time. You could have been using several of the super moons. All right, so the World card comes out. That's so weird how I dropped those cards, right? Like something got heavy. The World card, Sagittarius. It says that you feel like someone's watching you. You feel like the world is watching you. You could feel like God is watching you. So the World card actually says that it is spirit, and spirit is watching over you. But there's this energy, Sagittarius, where you feel like maybe you feel like someone's judging you. Maybe you feel like someone's not seeing you clearly. Like I'm seeing a lot of smoke and fog. I'm hearing it. It's like you're at the end of the line. You're at the end of your rope. You're at the end of something. You've been going, and it's like you don't feel that people can see. Slow down. You feel like people don't understand that you're at the end of something, or you've went as far as you can go. You could be trying to manifest in like a new opportunity here, a new direction, a new place to go. All right, let's look at lesson learned, please, for Sagittarius. Lesson learned. All right, so we have adjacent possibilities. Adjacent possibilities is number 24. So you have 44, 29, and 24. And then third chakra is going to be your outcome, and it's number 37. All right, so let's talk about the adjacent possibilities, because I feel like this may surprise some of you Sagittariuses. But you had a goal, okay? The goal is always the light at the end of this tunnel, okay? And it's like you're going down this path of life, and you're getting all these opportunities, and you go in this door and you check out this opportunity, and you go down and you find another door and you check out that opportunity, and maybe these doors aren't leading you down the fastest way possible to your goal. So it's like you come out of these different doorways and you just start cutting through. Like maybe you start making like a specific drive, passion, purpose, right? Like you go after what it is that you want, and then something happens that you didn't expect. See how the door falls out in the hallway? It's like you're walking, everything's clear, you know exactly where you're going, you're almost there, and then bam, this door falls out. And it's like, man, why is this happening? Why don't I understand? How am I supposed to get around it? I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up because I don't know how to get to this goal. Here's the thing, Sagittarius. You don't have to change the goal to change direction. You can still want the same thing, and you just go at it a different way. And that's adjacent possibilities. Third chakra coming out. The chakras definitely came out. I felt it, like spirit was telling me as I was preparing yesterday for the live, that the chakra balance is going to be super big. So I feel like all last week I was having to focus on my chakras. So it's like, this week we're going to focus on chakras, and probably next week you're going to be focused on chakras, right? And so third chakra, again, this came out for masculine energy, I believe. Didn't we talk third chakra in the collective energy? Or maybe it was Aries. I don't remember now. They're all blurring together. But Sagittarius, third chakra is your sacral, no, not sacral. It's the it is sacral. Have mercy. It's the one that's above your belly button, and it's where you hold your personal power. So it's like you could feel like you're at the end of something, but this is the week where you're going to use this supermoon to manifest either another door opening or another route, right? A way around the door, the obstacle, the thing that fell in your way. And that's going to bring you back your power. I do feel like at the beginning of the week, Sagittarius, you feel like you're losing power here. Like you're walking down this pier. You're at the end of the line. You're at the end of the rope. There's nowhere else to go. You need a door to open up. I feel like you manifest one. Communities here, it's probably someone you know, Sagittarius. It could definitely be someone in your soul tribe. All right, let's look at attraction, supermoon, what it is that you're manifesting. So 2 of Pentacles, more resources because you feel like there's not enough of something. You're having to juggle. You have too much on your plate and not enough. The Emperor is wisdom, knowledge, knowing something, leadership. Could be a boss, could be an Aries. And we have 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, bright hope for your future. Again, it is the Gilded Tarot. So Sagittarius, it says your ships are coming in. So whatever you've been trying to manifest, it's here. September 24th through September 30th. For some of you, well, I'm not, okay, so silly. I was going to say for some of you, it comes early, but then for some of you, it feels like it comes late, so it doesn't matter. But 7 of Pentacles is like, be patient. 7 of Pentacles is the card that I always say is you're almost there. It also talks about it being a time of harvest, so it's like you're waiting to get something, to receive something, right? And it's like it's almost here. You could be at the end of your rope because you feel like you've been waiting for this thing for a long time. And again, it's like I heard it. It's like for some of you, it's like it comes at the last minute. It's like, man, how much longer did I have to wait for this, right? And for some of you, it's like you may not have really been waiting that long, or you may actually even have more time. It's a you're almost there card. The Hierophant comes out, strong Taurus energy. Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a Taurus. This could have something to do with a marriage. Could have something to do with spiritual beliefs. And then we have King of Swords coming out. King of Swords is authenticity. I know, you guys probably thought I was going to say speaking truth. Me and Spirit had a conversation this morning. King of Swords is authenticity. I really thought I would see this card a lot more today. But Sagittarius, it's like you're going to have to... I heard someone shows their true colors. But it's like you're going to have to... All right. So it's like... Excuse me. It's like you're struggling to speak truth about someone showing their true colors. All right, adjacent possibilities. So lesson learned, the thing you know to do is not stop, not give up on the goal, but find a different route. The Strength card comes out. Strong Leo energies. Got some big major arcanas. Aries, the Emperor, Taurus, the Hierophant, and now Leo, a Strength card. Again, I'm getting 8. Again, I'm seeing abundance, or like the infinity sign. But it's internal conflict. It's internal conflict. This is you telling yourself you can't have something. This is what you've been trying to heal from probably since the beginning of your spiritual awakening. All right, third chakra, we have Page of Cups coming out. So I'm sorry card. It's also a small offer. We have Nine of Cups, divine wishes being granted, getting the thing that you want. And then we have the Star coming out, but it did come out in reverse. I mean, you guys saw it. It just flipped around. So it's like bright hope for your future. I feel like Spirit saying, one, Sagittarius, you need to call your power back, okay? And just do it. And I don't, it doesn't matter. I was going to say just do it once. No, you need to like go sit in front of the mirror and do it like 100 times. And you just say, I call my power back to my whole and complete. So there's something about you feeling like you can't have this new start. This is the Star, bright hope for your future. It's like you feel like you may not be able to have hope for your future because something's been taken so long. Something's been so challenging. You're at the end of your rope over here. You can't find the other route, the other obstacle, but you can't find it because you haven't been looking for it, right? Because it's like lesson learned that helps you with this card. So it's like you've been going down this path, and instead of looking for a different route, you just kept accepting all the challenges, right? But again, the Star, bright hope for your future. Page of Cups, there could be an I'm sorry that's needed here. Page of Cups is also the slippery situation. But Nine of Cups says, call your power back and your wishes are granted and your new beginning is here because you manifested it. On the bottom, Ten of Pentacles, success. All right, we're going to use the chakra love cards. For guidance, the Journey card comes out. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. To enjoy the journey, let go of the outcome. I thought I seen one flip over. And abundance. Look at that. Sagittarius, what are you manifesting? Have mercy. It says the world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. That's going to be the total message for all the fire signs, right? It's our perspective. It's how we see something. That came out really strongly for the collective reading on the masculine side. Look at it from a different perspective. Are you going through something that's challenging? Yes. Is it hard? Yes. But is something amazing going to come out of it? Freaking absolutely, right? All right, Sagittarius, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. You are good enough. It's full moon in Virgo. Your commitment is being tested. Definitely. It's first quarter moon. And look at this, Sagittarius. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. All right, so I don't know what you're manifesting, Sagittarius, but it's definitely coming in. I feel like all the fire signs definitely manifesting. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, all three of them, it's coming in. But Sagittarius, you may be manifesting like the super manifestation, like the biggest of the biggest manifestations, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope that was helpful. If it was, tap that like button for me. That's it. That's going to be your fire signs for the week of the 24th through the 30th through this Aries supermoon. Guys, I am going to pull. I wanted to do some chakra love, but I'm going to leave Queen of the Moon out too. And I know Pooja wants to get Sacred Traveler. So if you guys want a guidance oracle for the week, let me know and I will gladly pull you one. I know, Diana. I'd be excited too. I hope whatever it is, you call me right away. You like Rosa. This just happened. All right, Pooja wants Sacred Traveler. Let me grab it real quick. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sorry, I've been trying to knock all the things down over here. Pooja says, guidance for the decision I'm struggling in. All right, Pooja, think about your question. Spirit knows what you're going to ask before you ask, though. Sacred Traveler clearly must be Pooja's favorite, right? I think it's the second time she's asked for him. Sacred Traveler is by Denise Lynn, and she explains Sacred Traveler is your higher self. Your higher self. All right, Pooja. Overcoming obstacles, you can overcome anything. Pooja, the sorcerer and the stone. It's a story, and I don't know how these things work on the other side, where you are, but okay, so it's a story about I don't even know if I said the name of it right. I need to go learn this story. Have mercy. I heard another twin flame tarot reader talking about it today, and it's not a coincidence. It keeps coming up. But okay, I can't remember the story, but I'm just gonna tell you the cartoon that I remember watching as a child. And Pooja, it was about this little boy that I feel like was mistreated, and I don't remember the whole story, so I'm just gonna tell you what I remember. Is like I feel like he was mistreated, but actually he was like very powerful. There was a sword that was stuck in a stone that no one could get out of the stone, right? And it was like only a certain person, or like someone who was really good or had a good heart or something like that, could get this sword out. And I don't know, somehow he meets this like wizard dude, and the wizard dude tells him that he's this powerful person and that he needs to go take the stone out. I'm sorry, the sword out of the stone. And he, of course, he does, and he takes it out because he's this good person, whatever, whatever, right? There's this energy that you have that's telling me that you think you can't do something. Maybe you feel like you're not powerful enough, or you feel like you're not strong enough. That's it, right? And it's like spirit saying you're that little boy. Like you're the only. It's not even you're not strong enough. You're not powerful enough. You're the only one that can do it. All right. I hope that was helpful. It did, right? It did. All right, guys. I don't see anyone else. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for coming in here and hanging out with me all the times. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be back with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Private readings in the Etsy shop, guys. Links for the Etsy shop readings are always going to be in the description box. And I think that's it, right? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Pooja. You're welcome. All right, guys. I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night.